Look up.
Yo,
Look up.
look up. Guys, we were just sitting on here and we meet in the studio and we can see each other on the studio. And I'm sitting in here for like 10 minutes, like trying to get Siri's attention. Like, yo, dude, yo. And
Just
so
looking
I
at
sent
my
him a
phone.
text and said, look up. Kind of freaked him out a little bit. Look up.
But yeah,
That
I
is
was
kind
reading. I was
of.
zoning out, dude, and like you forget you're on camera and you forget the screens there. So I was just like, look
Yeah,
up,
dude.
and I'm
You
like,
you were
what
you were
the
definitely
fuck?
zoned out, man. I don't know what you were looking at, but you were zoned out. You were into it.
Yeah, I was looking at Robinhood, man. They got a thing with. I was just telling you a little bit the um, margin when you invest with other people's money.
Hmm.
Um, there's risk involved. I didn't
Really?
know that. I didn't know that until today, but I learned it now. No, it's what it is. It's weird how they do it. I wish they would show you a couple of they show you how much margin you're using, right? But
Yeah.
federal law says that you have to have invested and this is some shit too. Federal law says you have to have $2,000 worth of stocks invested. They don't consider any of your crypto an investment,
Investment.
right?
Yeah.
Because it's too volatile, I guess,
Mm,
whatever. But let's see how they feel about that shit in a couple years, right? I don't think
right.
they'll be playing it then. Then it'll be like, oh, you got Bitcoin, okay, you can here's some margin, right?
Right.
But right now they don't even consider it. It's like, oh, it don't count. So you have to have 2 grand worth of stocks to turn on margin, and then when you spend it, you have to you actually it just tells you margin used, and it gives you buying power. So like you can't really pull your money out and like it's hard to explain. Like you can't transfer that cash back to your bank account or you can't sell it. And I get it because you owe them money, but it's
Right.
just weird. I wish they would show you like an amount, like they show you how much is used, but I wish they would break it down exactly where it was allocated because I'll be buying shit and I don't remember. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I'll be buying Tesla because it's down one day, and then I'll buy Nissan because it's down one day, and then I'll flip the Tesla into Bitcoin because Bitcoin's down the next day. So I don't really keep track of every single dollar that's on the margin. So I wish they would kind of break it down a little bit more detailed for you so that you could say, oh, I have this much margin used, but I used it here and here, or explain it just a little better because it's a little tricky when you go to like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I need some money.
Yeah.
You got to transfer out. But I do like that you can turn it on. It's just I
Definitely
think I'm
risky, man. Definitely risky.
I think I'm gonna I made some money off of it already. I think what I'll do now is just like I sold some positions. I'm gonna cut it out and turn margin off and see how much real cash I have in there to work with
Yeah.
before I go back into margin. That's what I think I'm
Right.
gonna do.
Well, it's like they want you to lose that, right? Because then
They
they
do. They
make
want
the
you to get
money. Yeah.
they want you to get greedy and be like, oh, look how much money I have. You got 200
Right.
bucks and now look, I got $400. No, you don't. No, you do not.
Yeah.
But
They want you to lose that.
it's good. It's good that I'm playing around with it, dude, because
Yeah.
I
That's
want to
what
get
these times are
comfortable.
for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I want to get comfortable with it and I want to get good at it, and I want to do it when I don't. It's almost ironic, right? It's like the bank will give you a loan when you don't need a loan. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? It's
Right.
like you
Right.
want to use margin when you don't need to use margin. It's so ass backwards with investing, but
Yeah.
that's what it is. And one more thing, and then we'll get going. It's like my buddy tells me all the time. He's like, "Well, I don't have any money to invest, so how can I invest?" And I said, "The reason you don't have any money to invest is because you're not investing." And he's like, "But I don't have any money to invest." But it's like the
Yeah.
chicken egg thing.
Yeah.
If you treat money like, well, I don't have any money to do anything with investments. Well, if that's your mindset, you're never going to break that mindset, and you're always going to be working for your money instead of having your money work for you. So you
That's
have
true.
got to snap that out of your brain. And I kind of went to Wes's house when we first started this thing. That's what I did. I kind of was like, Wes, do
Mm.
this, And Wes, what'd you tell me? You said I need the money for Christmas presents right now, and I put a gun to Wes's head, and I said, you're going to buy Ethereum right now.
Mm.
Right now, you're going to buy it. No, I didn't put a gun to his head. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that shit.
No, I mean it's true though, because you hear people like there's people that I work with all the time, and I'm like, now is the time to get in on this. Like when Bitcoin went to 58,000, like we were talking about, I'm like, now is your time. Like this is probably going to be one of your last opportunities to get in at these levels. We probably won't see that again. And they're like, well, I don't have any money to invest. And I'm like, well, what do you have in your savings account? $400, $500. That's money to invest. And they don't look, but you don't look at it like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, that's absolutely how I looked at it. Cause I had what it was like $40 to my name when Sierra first told me about
Yeah.
crypto and all that back in 2020. And I looked at it like, dude, this is my last $40. It's more valuable to me because that's all I
Yeah.
have.
And it
And
is,
I'm just
guys.
glad I jumped. Yeah,
We're not telling you to do this. Like, if we're not telling you to spend your last 20 or $40 on investing. That's not what we're saying. Don't get it twisted.
yeah,
What we're trying to say is it's more about the mindset, and you know what's best for you. You know how much money you have in your bank. You know how much money you're getting paid. Everybody's financial situation is completely different. So we
yeah,
don't take anything we say like
yeah,
that. It's you have to make it for your own self, but we're just talking about a generalized mindset of
yeah,
flipping that switch in your brain and realizing that money that you have just sitting there, even if it's only $10 or $5, you should be investing. I don't care what the hell it is. Buy some gold, buy the S&P 500,
yeah.
buy
Something,
something.
by
Get
something,
something. Get off of zero, man. If you're
right,
not investing in 2024, you're in a bad spot, man. I don't know how the hell you could survive without investing. I don't know how people do
right,
it. Straight up.
yeah. What's up, GMB? GMB, he's the one
Yeah.
that
He's in
actually,
here last week.
yeah, he was in here
Calling
last
us
week,
out.
man.
Ada
Yep.
Army in the house, and I
What's
got
up? What's
respect
up,
for it.
bro? Yeah, we linked up on Twitter on X, and he got himself a nice little initiated villager to start
Nice.
messing around with
Nice.
on
Congrats on that.
Treasure DAO, man. So yeah, we might have to walk him through it, teach him how to get on there and use it. Some people are just kind of real new to the layer 2 stuff. So I think we've done some videos in the past, but maybe we could do another video soon, man, kind of explaining the L2s and how they work. But
Hell, we could
very
do it
cool, man.
live. We could do
Treasure
it live
DAO,
on stream.
Treasure DAO is very cool, man. Very active. Yeah, it's a huge part of the Arbitrum ecosystem as far as gaming goes. So
You know, Wes, that's what I was just thinking too. The cool thing about what we got going on right now, literally with these people in the chat, if you guys are like gotten questions and stuff, maybe sometimes we could do a segment where we just straight up, oh, you want to know how to do this? And we'll just share the screen, bro. Like we'll just
yeah,
straight up, you could get
yeah,
on
we'll do it.
Treasure and
We'll do
walk
it.
you through it right on the show because we are out here trying to teach you guys how to use all this cool stuff too.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But yeah,
what's up, man?
appreciate you being here, man.
What do we got on the agenda for today? I know we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I
What do,
think there's a few things in the alpha chat, man. I didn't really get to post like I really wanted to. It's just been crazy busy lately.
Did you see Peter Thiel coping?
Yeah, I saw it. That was actually one of the videos that I showed because I saw where you
Cope.
commented on it.
Yeah, dude.
So that's one that we're gonna look at. We're gonna look at the DXY, dude. There's something I saw in the DXY. Me and you were talking about the DXY last week on our last episode, and it didn't happen the way I thought it would. But I still think there's something in play here. You were saying that you think we're going to go down before we go up, and I was thinking that we're going to go up before we go down. We saw a little bit of a fake out this morning. We're going to look at the charts on the DXY, and then obviously we're going to look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, talk about anything you guys want to talk about. If there's anything you want us to look at as far as charts go, make sure you put them in the comments. We'll take a look at them. And we're just trying to have fun right now, man. A little sideways action, trying to have some fun, man, and just and talk about crypto. Anything new going on? Anything you're watching, Sierra?
Damn. Dude. These memes are just getting out of hand with the fat chick and the Wojak and the Boner.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
Boner did one, and now Wojak's doing one. It's like, come on, man. Who started that one, man? With the heavy chick doing the. I mean,
I haven't seen that one, bro. I haven't seen that one.
The Hawk Tua
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
that was all right, and people ran with that. I'm good with that. But the big girl one is it's just like, come on, man. You guys, come on, man. Y'all got to tighten up, man.
I need to look at it, man.
Y'all got to tighten up on here, man. As far as new stuff I'm looking at, not really, dude. I'm still kind of just chilling. I'm looking at price action right now, and it's still. It's not showing. The altcoins are just not showing yet, and I'm okay with that. I know we gotta wait. We gotta wait for the altcoin run. ETH is looking good, but Wojak and NPC. I want to chime in and look at them real quick, if you don't mind,
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
before
We'll
we
look
look
at
at
that.
Bitcoin. We'll look at some meme coin action here with y'all, if you don't mind. So this is Wojak. This is the one we've been talking about on here for a while now.
Hmm.
And you could see the entry. I kind of drew this line. Let me get rid of that. So you could see where I FOMO'd in right here and bought like an idiot. Don't do that, but I did. I took the chance. I bought, and then when it went up here, I sold some, got lucky, got completely out up here, and I was waiting up here. My original price target was around here to get back in. I didn't get back in until about here, but then you see we had this massive drop. So right here. So I've basically restarted my entire position right here, and I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Could I wait until it comes back down to this channel line? I could. Do I think it's going to? Absolutely. I mean, look what it's done every time here on the bottom. It's rode this line. So it could absolutely, it could take a while though. It could, we could grind sideways with Bitcoin, and maybe this does like this one here. You see this line here?
Yeah.
Where it kind of grinded sideways for a long time before it met the line, like
Yeah.
before it hit the trend line again. I think you could see that with Wojak. So, in other words, let me draw this here. What I'm thinking happens here is kind of the same thing. I think we come down in a slant, go over sideways right around here, maybe down a little, and then we hit this line again. And then maybe we even fall down here to correct, to fake some people out, maybe touch this resistance one time, and then boom, I think you get that next run. Maybe get a pause halfway, and then I think you see the top of this channel again. So if you're going to get into Wojak, I think, come on, TradingView. It's laggy as hell. Hold on a sec. If you are going to get into this thing, I think the best way to do it is to just keep an eye on this level and this level here. So anywhere between here and here, anywhere between here and this line here is a good buying opportunity. And I think once you get up in this level, this is, let's move him. So this is my next target to watch for selling, is around here, between here and then big money. When we get the big money bull run, you could go up here, which is 0.002 cents. So if you're talking about an early coin to get in, dude, you like meme coins, but you like them a little bit bigger. This one's got 73 million market cap. It's a little bigger than a small shitter. Wojak is a good, I don't know, in my opinion, it's a good meme. It's got the charts look good. Looks like it's right on time, pretty strong for a meme coin, and I like it, dude. So anywhere from here down to here, I like it. Do you agree with what I was saying about that kind of sideways pull like this? Do you see that too?
Yeah, for sure. I think that I think right now, after that 50% retracement, going back to that
Right
level, even that we're at right now, I think is if you're looking at a long-term buy, or if you're looking at something that's going to move in the bull run, like that one meme coin that's going to move in the bull run, I think Wojak has a very good chance to do that, man. So I think your targets are on point for sure. But we could see Wojak, easily. It could go to 700 million easily, 10x, dude, like easily. And that's the thing about these meme coins, they take off, and when they do, they take off fast. You know what I mean? So yeah.
We'll check in on Daddy now. Let's see how Daddy meme coin's doing. This is this is the little engine that could. And let's see here. So where are we at? We're on the daily. So this is the daily for NPC. Just kind of getting some sideways action for once, which is good to see, actually. You had a little V-shaped dip, little fake out, but holding pretty good up here at 2 cents, man. Pretty sweet, dude. Do we get the double top here? Is that the potential break we've been waiting on, dude? Is this
how many
double
holders?
Top? 7,000, 8,000. So we got 1,000 more holders since last week,
so
which is good.
1,000 more, you said?
Yeah, last week we were at 7,000 holders on NPC, and now we're at 8,000 and some change, 8,045.
Can you see like the biggest holders? Like does anybody own more than 2% of supply or 10% or?
I believe you can see. The supply right here, 12% right here. This whale, Giga Whale here owns 12%. You
And
got
what
four
has
and then
he's
three.
held? Yeah, can you see his activity or any of these guys? I mean, as
Um,
long as these guys are holding, dude, and they're not selling, uh, then yeah, I mean, we're gonna continue moving. But I think that I mean, 8,000 holders, that's not a lot. That's not a lot at all.
68% is others. So you've got a
That's got to
good chunk.
68%.
68% is others, which is the 8,034. So you've got, okay, so you could say 12%. Yeah, but the rest are these are all dinky, 1 through 4%. I mean, 4% is still a
Yeah,
decent amount,
it's
but
still a lot.
12%,
Yeah.
12%, 4%, I've seen a lot worse when it comes to meme tokens.
Yeah, I would just be careful for those top holders, man. Any movement, like has any of them sold at all? Can
I
you
don't know
see
if you
that?
can see that under,
Should
you
go to
could see it under top.
transactions.
You might be able to see it under, well, this guy only made 2.5 million, that's all.
So if
Only
you go
made
to
2.5 million. Yeah, we'll go
if
to
you
transactions here real quick.
you go to the holders and then you go to their transaction. I want to see that top one, that 12%er, see what he's doing.
Okay,
You
now
go to
how
the
do you get
holders
the,
and then
yeah,
transactions to the right of him.
right here?
Over, yep, right there.
Show transactions. Okay, cool. That'll bring another screen up. Okay, that's cool. No transactions
No
found with the
transaction. So
selected.
he's holding, man. He
He's
is
holding
holding.
it. He ain't sold
I
nothing
don't
yet.
think that's the liquidity pool. I mean, I
No,
would
liquidity pool's
imagine.
over here.
Okay, all right, cool.
This is the pool. Team
Okay.
finance. Um but yeah, dude, as far as the charting goes,
You would think
V-shaped
it would
recovery,
break
double
down.
top.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
would
you
think it
would
would
think.
break down from that. I mean, I don't see that big whale. He's gonna sell at some point. He's gonna take some profits at some point, right?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of when. I mean, does he do it here? Does he wait? But I like it, man. I like it.
I
I
don't
just
know,
think it
dude.
needs a cool
I'm
off.
holding. I think I'm not gonna sell any until up around here at least, dude. I
Yeah, I
might
haven't
sell
seen
around here.
anything move like the way that that's moving. I mean, normally you get like this insane pump and then a freaking nasty correction, and then you know what I mean? Like this just looks completely different, dude.
And
This
this
is
is the
on another
website, you
level.
guys. If you want to do a deep dive yourself to get into this thing, it's called nonplayablecoin.io. NPC, it's playing off the gamers thing. You can convert your. Is it a little gimmicky? Yes, it is. But meme coins and NFTs have been kind of boring, and at least they're trying to do something original here. What they're doing is they're creating one-on-one. So every token you have, you can convert for a meme token, or I'm sorry, for an NFT, and you can customize the NFT. So basically you can switch them out. You go to transform here, and it says you can transform your NPC token into an NPC MFT. Little confusing, but you basically just you can switch them back and forth. So you can convert from the NFT to the coin. What use case this has, I have absolutely no freaking clue, and I don't care. Okay, I'm in this
Mm.
thing because I like the community. I think it's fun, and I think they're doing something cool, and they're definitely active. Technically, it's a new standard token, kind of, sort of, because it's convertible meme token to NFT one for one. So if you have 10,000 NPC tokens, you can convert them for 10,000 NFTs. What good that has in the future, I have absolutely no idea. Do your own homework. But dude, it's fun. It's a cool project, and they are active as hell on Twitter, and I don't see them
Yeah.
stopping anytime soon, dude. And from the looks of this chart, it does look scary. It looks like a rising wedge. But every time the rising wedge gets to this peak here, it just
It
says,
just
nope,
moves.
we're going to keep going, dude. So
Right.
that's two biggest, and Pepe. I'm watching Pepe too. I haven't checked in on Pepe in a while. Looks like it's getting a little 1% move. It's just kind of chilling, man. Pepe is not really doing too much movement, but kind of staying right in the heart line, which is pretty much what we expected. We could get some downward action here if anything else goes down, but I'm looking again for Pepe to get up here in the bull. So that's it. But we gotta check in on Bitcoin and Ethereum before we get too crazy on Dex Screener. I just want to look at Say real quick. 33 cents. Is Arbitrum still at 80 cents? Let's take a look. 78 cents. Arbitrum still good. DMT down at $77, bro.
Oh, that's a pickup.
Holy. That's a pickup. And GMX is down at 28 again. So if you're
That's
looking
a
to
pickup.
scoop some good ARB tokens, DMT is on fire sale, and GMX looks pretty sexy at 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, those both look good. So I'm gonna switch over to Wes's screen. We're gonna take a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, see kind of what direction we're headed on the main stage, because these are just kind of the side bands at the festival here. We got to see what the main act is doing. We got to see what time System of a Down comes on. System of a Down is ETH and Bitcoin. And
so don't let me forget though. I want to look at Cook, let them cook, and I want to look at Dog token. The Dog Go to the Moon.
Yeah, Dog Go to the Moon. Yep.
Yeah, Dog Go to the Moon. I want to look at, so yeah, let them cook and Dog Go to the Moon, but we'll check in on the markets real quick. Let me see here. Guys, if there's anything you want us to look at, doesn't matter what it is, anything you want us to look at, put it in the comments and we will absolutely go over it and we'll have fun. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. So yeah, post in the comments any tokens you want us to look at. We will take a look at them and give you our opinions on them. So, all right, let's start off with your favorite series, the DXY. The most
my
boring,
absolute favorite
the most boring one of all. All right, so this is the entire DXY, right? This is from 1967, and all of these had major events and caused major reactions or whatever, right? This is on the monthly, so I'm gonna zoom in here in a minute, but I do just want to point out. Let me get my chart situated here. So I do just want to point out, man, that since the time that the DXY came out, which was around 124, in the 120s, right? This is just valuing the US dollar compared to, I believe it's 6 other currencies within a basket, right? So when the dollar's value increases, you'll see the DXY increase, and that's up here. If it devalues, it'll drop down. So since its inception, dude, it seems like this is like that perfect medium area, kind of like where they like it, right? This was the .com bubble here. And this was the market crash back in 2008. That was our all-time low. So I just wanted to point out like the difference between, when we're doing okay up here towards this area, and then when the market's absolutely trash and we're all the way down here at an all-time low. So this is this regression trend that we've been in since 2003, right? Since the .com bubble. Since it bursted, and then we had the markets crash from 2008, the real estate markets crash 2008, and we were at the lower part of this regression trend. Now we're at the top part, and we're sitting up here at like the average high of the DXY, or where they like to see it. So Sierra, you and I were talking about this. Let me switch it to the daily so we can jump in here. My point is showing that the longer term scale like that, looking at the monthly. The whole point of that is showing like we have been in this trend for a very, very long time. And you can see that we don't like to stay in these trends for too long, dude, before something happens, right? Interest rates are high. They're going to start cutting interest rates very soon. And we haven't seen this level that we currently hit right here since 2002. So like the value of the dollar is actually good as far as, the standards of the DXY compared to all the other ones. So I do think that we've been sitting on the top part of this trend since 2015, dipped down a little bit for COVID or whatever. Things happened. Interest rates went to zero. So it they started quantitative easing or tightening. I don't know, one of the two. Either way, they started raising the rates, and that caused the dollar value to go up. And now there's talks about them cutting the rates. So we dropped down some, and this is absolutely a bear flag, dude. Like if we're coming down, and like you were saying last time, we came down and then it's starting to do like this slight uptrend. That's a bear flag, dude. So I do think that on the higher time frames, I do think we're going to end up coming back to like 95, to the 95 range. And what I saw after we got off the after we got off last week was this rising wedge right here.
Rising wedgie. Yep.
So we had this rising wedge. This is on the daily, right? We had this rising wedge. We've been putting in higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. And then we have this higher high that we can't seem to get over. So I thought we were going to come up to this box. And I thought we were going to put in, I don't know, some kind of triple top or whatever, double top on a weekly time frame. And we did. And we broke down from it. This is today. As you can see, man, we were in it. We broke down from that. We went all the way to 105.4, and now we're right back in it. Well, we were in it before we started recording, but we're slightly like right at it, dude. Right at it. Lux Algo put in. Hold on.
Go get that ass whooped. We're gonna get that ass whooped.
Sorry, man. Yeah, the kids out of school, man. Summertime. All right. Anyways, so yeah, we've fallen out of it.
Is that what I called, Wes? I said that we were gonna fall. I was just
it is
that out there. But now I think it's your turn to be right, because I think we went down. That was the fake out, and I do still see us going to that box you called. I do see that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, man. We came here, we acted like we were gonna go up, and then we fell out of it today. Mm-hmm. But now we're right back in it again. I do think we come up to that box before we drop down to that 104 target. If I cut on Lux Algo, it'll kind of give you the see, we have this buy signal into the rising wedge. That's the first target right here, is 106, right in that box. And then it has our stop loss down here at 103. I think that stop loss flips into a target, and then we drop to 103, which is good for the risk on assets.
It's good for Bitcoin, y'all. If the dollar falls down there, that's really good for Bitcoin. So what we're saying is, however long it takes for the dollar to rally to that blue box, let's say it takes another week, 2 weeks, something like that. So that's just going to say, does that mean Bitcoin's going to crash? It ain't going to crash from that little run. It's going to go sideways. I think Bitcoin, ETH go sideways until the dollar hits that top. Then once the dollar hits that top and starts to crash down to where he's got that line, that's when you're going to see, hopefully we're going to see Bitcoin and ETH tear ass and finally have enough juice to get past 72K. Hopefully.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. So everything's lining up, man. I do think like you said, man, there's not much more to go on the dollar index. So even if we do go up to the top of that, like, it's not much, you know what I mean? That'd give a little breathing room for Bitcoin just to build up some momentum and before it takes off. So that's the DXY, man. That's something we're watching kind of closely here. And let's go to Daddy. So right now, dude, we're actually at 63.1. We just crossed 63,000. Okay. Let's see. I want to point this out first. No, not the monthly. The weekly. So the weekly, man, is still, in my opinion, man, everything's still intact, dude. We're within this little trend line coming up. We did put in a sell signal. Hold on. Actually, sorry, dude. Hold on 1 second. Let's turn this on. Okay. All right. So yeah. Sorry, that thing, I have to adjust it every time I switch. All right. So this is Bitcoin on the weekly, right? We had the sell signal back here, which is a major area of support that we never want to see again. Right. And then we took target still about 90,000. We took this as a bear or a bull flag right here. Target still 90,000. Lux Algo on the immediate is showing 69 to 75. But I think in the grander scheme of things, man, 90,000 is that next big target. And we could, like you said, man, we could go sideways and touch this trend line right here. See, we're right here at it.
Sideways, and then you bounce.
Sideways,
hopefully.
Hit that, but we're staying within that range, dude. This is that range that we were talking about. This blue range right here.
Yeah.
Right, so
fine. Fine.
So
let's just stay in that box. We could stay in that box for another month or two, and
right
you guys
here on
should
it.
not get bored. If we do stay sideways between that range, just switch over to liquidity pools, y'all. Don't get bored. Go get into a liquidity pool. Go farm some freaking DMT, those little animals on Sanko. Do something to keep yourself busy while you're waiting for the market, but don't get impatient and start trying to overtrade yourself, because that's the biggest mistake you will make. In these sideways, that's what the market makers want. They want
Yeah.
you to get bored because you're like, man, this thing's never going to move, and then they want you to start looking at shit like, well, DMT's up 0.5% and this is down 0.5%. Maybe I'll make a trade. And then
Yeah.
before you know it, you spend all your ETH making trades. You're
Yeah.
not making any gains. Just stop it. Don't overtrade in this time, man. Just hodl what you have. DCA, go into the liquidity pools. If you're bored, lock some of your capital away for a couple weeks or something. Get some yield, but
Yeah,
don't
for sure.
overtrade right now.
For sure. Yeah, and I think another thing to really pay attention to, man, is we're making higher lows here. We're still in the right direction. We're still staying within this range that we talked about, and this has held up. I mean, we've been in this since we came into it in February of this year. So we've been doing fine, man, just ranging right here. But something else I want to point out is the volume, man. If you look at the volume, look at how little volume we have that has made this big move right here.
Wow.
Right? Compared to the last couple of cycles, dude.
Good
Like
catch on
big
that.
volume
I
hasn't
didn't
even came
notice
in
that.
yet.
Good catch.
So like,
dude.
yeah, the fact that we can push from freaking 15,000 all the way up to 74,000, dude, with that little bit of volume, it hasn't even came in yet, dude. Like the big volume hasn't came in yet. So everybody can chill out, man. We're sitting at a good level. If we lose this level, now that's when we start looking at some lower levels and looking at some shorts. But as of right now, dude, like everything is good. Let's switch to the daily real quick because, man, Sierra, dude, this thing played out exactly how we called it, right? So we had this downtrending resistance here that we were watching. And then we said, if we come down to this blue box, even if we touch the bottom of that, if we can come back out of it and close outside of that blue box, we're golden, dude. Like everything is still intact. And then we noticed that we were coming up on that resistance. So I think, what was it? Thursday, we were right here. And remember we were saying, dude, as long as we can get above all these 3 candles and close above it, we're good. That didn't happen until yesterday. Yesterday we had this big green candle, came up to it. Oh. Sorry. And then now we're putting in these 3 white soldiers, right? We have the 3 green candles that are coming in back to back. We're retesting that line right here at 72 or 62. We're retesting it, bounced off of it, hit it, got through the resistance, hit it, closed at it, and then reopened and retested it. And now we're chilling right above it, dude. So like, yeah, man, like everything's looking good. Momentum's starting to push to the upside on the oscillators. So we're starting to pick up steam here, man. We want to see this money flow go into the green. That would be nice. And yeah, I mean, dude, doesn't look terrible. I usually don't look at the 4 hour, but I wanted to kind of zoom in on this move right here, man. Because look at that. Look at that shit. Look at that line, dude. That's exactly what we were talking about, man. Exactly what we were talking about.
Bounce, perfect.
And
bounce
yeah, went through it, retested it, came up, and then we hit that blue line, retest, and now we're above it on the 4 hour. My target right now, dude, is I'm long, dude. I have a trade in that I hit right here at this candle.
Yeah.
Only because I said I would do it, so I had to go through it at 62, and I'm looking to take profits around 64. So if anybody's looking to trade, I think that would be a good trade.
Now let me push back on you for a second.
Yeah,
here.
dude. Yeah.
So and I see that long as a good possibility, but now you see, stay zoomed in there for a second. You see that double? It's not a double top, but it's kind of like it goes up high and then it goes down a little lower on the upside down, the M shape right before we broke out of that yellow line. See that big M?
Right here.
Yeah, that.
Uh-huh.
So what I'm saying is, see where we're at right now? What if we come down and retest that level first?
We could. We could. So I put this line here because of the higher time frame. So it looks different. Like if I switch, just like this resistance, if you switch to the daily, this is the 4 hour. So if you switch this to 4 hour, this line wouldn't be as significant on the 4 hour as it would be on the daily. So yeah, it's going to look a little different. But yeah, on lower time frames, Siri, we could, drop down, retest that, and then come back up. All within, we're going to put in one day, what is that? Six green or 6 candles for the 4 hour. will equal to one candle on the
One
daily.
candle.
So
Yep.
yeah, we still have a couple of more candles to put in here on the 4 hour before the dailies actually locked in. So I mean, we could.
That would be a hell of a volatile move, though. I mean,
It
right?
would be. It would be. Yeah, I took the play on this blue line, man. On that blue line.
And can you
Um,
go backwards on that blue line? See the confluence backwards with
yeah,
it?
it's gonna look.
I guess you can't really. I don't know if you can zoom out. I wish we could go on a like an
Oh,
unlimited
I can.
monitor.
I can.
Go backwards on the 4 hour, just like
So this is the blue line, which is gonna be. Was it the weekly? It might have been the monthly that this holds a lot more significance, but um, yeah, it's
got
the
some support there a
monthly.
little bit.
Yeah, I think it was the monthly. I don't know. I put this blue line here for a
Well, wait a
number of
minute. Wait a
reasons.
minute. Is that the previous all-time highs right there in 20?
Yeah, that's
Those
what
are
I'm saying. Yeah,
holy
so
shit. That's a
it,
strong enough line for me, bro.
it
Come
might have
on.
been a 3 day. Yeah, but there was something that was like perfect on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was
Well,
something that
you're
was
all
pretty
over it
significant.
on you're all over it on the previous resistance though. So the good news
Yeah,
is if you're just coming into crypto right now and you're like, "Oh, I don't want to buy Bitcoin cuz it's too expensive. It's
mm,
63,000." Don't look at it like that. Look at it as you're coming in at the previous all-time
yeah,
high, but we're in the new run, so you're coming in fresh.
yeah,
So you got the next 4 or 5 years to go off of. So if you're coming into crypto now, my suggestion to you would be have a 4 year outlook, 4 or 5 year, and sell when it goes up. Get the
yeah.
hell out and take some money when it goes up because you don't want to hold through a 3 year bear market. That shit hurts.
Right.
It'll hurt your feelings.
So something I just noticed on the 3 day too, man. If we can close this candle above this previous red one at 62, yeah, 62, man, it's significant. That's going to be a bullish engulfing candle, and that's another reason I think that we hold this line and continue to the upside. So the 3 days looking good as well. Momentum starting to curve. Uh, yeah, to me, man, everything looks good. But yeah, like whenever you switch the dates, all these candles close at separate times, so it'll knock it off a little bit. Like this right here on the daily, the closes are above that, but on the 3 day, it's kind of looks all out of whack. But yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Good.
I'm excited, man. I think that if we can hold this level, even another retest, or even if we go sideways up until here, I think we're good. We just have to hold this level like we are doing. Look at this fucking candle right here, dude. Holy shit. You see that?
Oh yeah.
This
That's a
this
lot of people buying that wick right there. That's a huge
dude,
bounce.
that's insane, man. So yeah, we broke out of this resistance. We broke through this parallel resistance, and we're still above that trend, and that retested the trend line right here too. I just noticed. So yeah, in my eyes, man, I think we're still looking good as long as we're staying above 62. Close above 62 would be nice, which it looks like we're gonna do. Anything you wanna?
Um, Not really. I'm kind of seeing where we're at. It's one of those nail biting moments still where you just unfortunately this is one of those things when you're in the crypto game you just kind of have to be patient right now.
Mm,
It's just
yeah,
that's how I feel like where we're at. It's like everyone just kind of hold your breath a little bit. It's coming. The main thing I want to look at right now on today's show is the $72,000 level and how far we have to go to get to it. And do we have, in other words, when we came down on the trampoline this time, I'll call that blue box the trampoline.
yeah,
When we came down on that trampoline this time, are we getting enough inertia to where when we keep this run going, is this going to be the jump where we finally go through that freaking level at 72,000? Because the bull run is on. We're not in a bear market, we're in a bull market, but we need to get above that freaking top blue line, which is right around $72,000.
yeah. That top one, yeah,
That line is our target, you guys. Until we
it
get
is.
above that, the bull run, the crazy altcoin season is not going to happen until we get above that line. So,
Yeah,
do we have this is my question. You see the end of that pattern you have, that yellow line? It's almost perfect that you have this pulled up like this. What if we go all the way to 70%? Right there where your mouse just was. Go over to the right a little. Go over to the right. Over a little more, a little more, a little more. Like a lot more. A little more, a little more. Right, like almost to the end of that triangle, like 70%. So you only cut a little bit of the triangle off. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So if we break out where that triangle is almost on your line where it says September, that says September. So if you see where the September line is, that would be almost 70% of this pattern. So what if we just range, we go up to the top? I know this would suck, y'all, but what if we go to the top again, right? We go to 72 again, right? Hit our head and come back down again.
Yeah.
Then go back up one or two more times until September. That would suck. I get it. It would suck. But at September, October, November, December, which are typically bullish months for Bitcoin, if that's when you finally get to break out of this pattern, man, it would be painful, but you'd have to train your brain to say, all right, I got till September, October, November to freaking accumulate. You could ride that wave up to 72, sell a little bit, let it come back down, buy back in a little. I think that could likely play out. I hate to say it like that, but it could happen like
for
that,
sure.
Dude.
It could.
It could. And I know nobody wants to hear that shit. Everyone wants to hear we're going to 72K tomorrow, and then we're going to 90,000 this week or next month. I know no one wants to hear that shit, but the reality is, look how long has this pattern been? We've been doing this pattern
February,
since
dude.
Freaking February.
We came into it in February.
March, April, May, June, July. We've been in this sideways for 5 months already, y'all. What's another 2 or 3 months, right? What's another 2 or 3 months amongst friends?
Yeah.
Right? One more wave up, one more wave down. Let's go. And then get to the end of this pattern, and that's the promised land, dude. That's when we get above 72K. So that's something I would definitely look at. That's something I would concentrate on, that particular pattern. Maybe up, down,
we could.
up, down.
Something just like this, Siri, where we came up, retested that box, came up, hit the 72, and fell back down.
Back down.
But we have hit it a bunch of times, man. So I'm hoping.
We'll hit it
this
four
next
more
time.
times. Four more times.
So we got the MACD, man, about the flip bullish too. So that is a good thing. We'll get the 3 green candles, the 3 white soldiers or whatever, and we're retesting that blue line. So that's what I'm watching on the short term. We're still above the 200-day moving average. So
boy's gonna get his ass.
Nah, he's good. He's out of school, They're
No, I know. It's summertime, man.
Yeah. So, but I mean, honestly, Siri, man, with everything I'm seeing, especially with the MACD about the flip, RSI is still, if you look at the regular RSI, we're still oversold on the weekly.
Well, that's good. That's a good thing.
Oversold, yes. So I think we do have enough momentum to come back and at least touch the 71, 72 now. Will we break through it? I don't know just yet. I want to see that volume up a little bit more, dude.
I agree. I
want to see the volume up a little more.
But in Wes's defense of what he's saying, as far as a time now, if you are going to trade, don't overtrade your portfolio, obviously. But if you're going to do 1 to 3% of your portfolio value trade, this would be a nice time to go long, dude. I see a long all the way up to 71,000. Putting in a long right now might not be a bad idea.
I mean, dude, we're retesting that blue, man. And I mean, MACD's about to flip. I'm long,
long
dude.
Looks good. Long looks good right there, to be honest with you. And I still have my ETH long open that I opened. I don't think I got liquidated unless sometimes the platform you're using will sometimes be like, oh, well, it went down to this price on our exchange. So you have to be careful with that shit. But I don't think my ETH long has been liquidated yet. I don't see it yet.
I'm still
it hasn't
holding.
been. It's not going to be. Let's just leave the long open and see what happens.
Right.
Like this.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's good, man. And this little Lux algo thing, I mean, it's pointing up. This is like a regression trend, machine learning. What is it? Machine learning, a Gaussian process regression. I don't know. It's just a little line that takes the average price action, and it'll tell you like the direction that it should go.
Let's go, dude.
It is
That's
pointing
all
to the
Bitcoin
upside.
needs. It's telling you, Bitcoin, go the hell up there right now. So let me ask you this: are you going to take, if your long rides up there, are you going to ride it all the way to that 71K, or are you going to get out halfway up that line? Where are you going to take profit at if it goes up?
Oh, so my first target, what did I say? 64. All right, so I don't know, man. On the
Play
daily,
it
let's see what
safe a
Lux
little.
is saying. Let's see what Lux is saying here. There it is. I might have to change it. Hold on. It's the only thing I don't like about Lux Algo when using the signals and overlays.
Yeah.
So it'll give you a recommendation down here. It is 18. Oh, dude, it's storming bad out here. 18. We do on the daily for Lux Algo. I mean, it doesn't always play out like this. On the daily, a lot of mixed. Hold on. So I would take. So we got a sell in right here. I'm expecting a buy signal to come in any moment. And yeah, I think what was my targets here? I think I said
64.
64. I said like 64 or something.
Because that
Yeah.
red line's your first take profit at 65, right?
Yeah, that's
If
a
it goes
stop
back
loss
up.
for this sell signal. That's a stop loss.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
come down and we've already hit that take profit. So I'm expecting a buy any moment.
Yeah.
Sometimes these things take a little minute to play out, but to be ahead of that
Buy
movement,
signal.
yeah, I think we're getting a buy signal soon. And yeah, 64, 65 would be the first target where I take
Nice.
profit.
Nice.
And then 71 and some change for the second take profit.
But you want to get out before you hit your head on that 71.5.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you
I
know
would.
that level is going to be
Yeah.
watched by a lot of people.
Yeah, if we crush through it, close above it, and then retest it and start coming up again, and everything else looks good, oscillators look good, then I'll probably put in another long. I mean, that's price discovery. What was our all-time high? 74? Something like that.
Yeah, we got up there very short-lived, though. It was very short-lived.
Yeah. So
nice for a moment.
I want to look. So momentum's turning back to the upside. We're bouncing off that blue line. I want to see the money flow go back into the green. Get the MACD to flip bullish, which I think it's going to do like any moment now. Yeah, I mean, look at that, dude. Like we're right there, man. We're right there. So I want to see that crossover, and yeah, fake out or breakout. What you think, Siri?
I don't know. I kind of want to look at the rest of the market and see what the hell, like, I don't want to look at stocks necessarily either. It's just like sentiment, and I'm in this phase where it's like I almost don't want to turn the news on. I almost don't want to watch the news. I'd rather just watch Bitcoin's price.
Something to keep in mind, though, man, is the Ethereum ETF, dude. Apparently,
Next week, or is that this week?
That's supposed to go live soon, man. So that could be a nice little. And look, I mean, Ethereum's got the buy signal. We hit that first take profit, bounce on that blue level. Momentum's going up. MACD's flipping. I don't know, man. Everything looks, as far as like the chart goes, like everything looks like it could be in a nice reversal. And then we got out of that little downtrend we were in. I can't remember what that was on. It might have been the weekly or something. I can't remember where I had that.
So do we go down from here? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm holding my long open. I'm not closing my long. I'm with you on that. I do think we go up a little bit. It's just,
are we strong enough to get? Yeah, I know what you mean.
We're not getting out of the range yet. In my opinion, we're not getting out of the 72. We're not going to all-time highs yet. As good as it was to see the pump yesterday, and I was happy to see it. It's we're not ready for that quite yet. I do think that we could. I hate to keep saying it because I know it's going to piss people off, but we could see Bitcoin and ETH still, even with the ETF, right? Still go sideways till September, October, November. I know that sucks to hear. I know no one wants to hear that shit, but think about it. If BlackRock and all these guys are talking about Solana ETF, Ethereum ETF, if we go sideways and maybe we go up to 72K, hit our head, come back down, and we trade in that triangle for until September, it's not a bad thing because they'll say, oh, well, the damn ETF from ETH didn't pump. The Solana ETF news isn't pumping the market. Everyone will get all pissed off. And then you get that magical bull run from September, October, November where it just goes absolutely freaking nuts, dude. If
Yeah.
that happens, that is more likely, I would say, than us magically going to 72K and blasting above it this week. I'm just from previous cycles of seeing Bitcoin behave during those months, September, October, November, December, January. Those are the 5 best months that I've ever seen Bitcoin or ETH perform, like on a parabolic run.
Yeah.
So short term, I don't really care what we do. I think it's more about like doing like you're doing, putting in longs or getting in liquidity pools. Longer term, I would not be selling right now at all. I would
No.
be DCAing. I would be hodling. Liquidity pools, getting some pools. Do whatever you got to do. And just because September, October, November, I think this year, I think that's when you see the finally where everyone's like, yes, we made it out of the bear market. 'Cause that's when I think we're gonna really, and I could be wrong, but I think that's when we're really going to see that move where we finally get out of this range and we get past 72K and we're just like, boom. That's the strength move. So I don't think it happens in the next couple weeks, unfortunately. But I also don't think we crash again. I don't think we go back down to, $2,000 ETH or whatever the hell. Where's that buy signal at? 20,
Yeah,
29?
it's
It's at 3,000. Shit, you ain't seeing $2,000 ETH again.
yeah, that's
Those
at
days are done.
yeah, you might as well just say like 3,000.
Bro, I bought ETH at $75. Can you
Yeah,
freaking
dude.
imagine that shit, dude?
I
If I
know.
would have had a pile of cash back then, we'd be balling right now.
Dude, I know, man. I know.
We'd be killing it right now. I'd be a multi-millionaire because I sold all my stocks for ETH. I just didn't have shit worth of stocks. I had a couple Uber stocks. Like, I got some Uber. And I fucking sold it all. I sold my little pesky little like share and a half of Uber, and I thought I was making big moves, writing down every cent and penny for every trade I did. I was so meticulous when I first got in. I still have all my shit too. I wrote down every trade I ever made in the beginning. I kept a journal, and I was looking through the journal a couple weeks ago, and I was like, God damn, I bought ETH at $75, dude. But I was buying like $4 worth and $5 worth because I had no money. I was making shit money at the time. But I was like, I'm in it, But I'm just like, man, if I would have had a little pile of money, dude, just like this little bit of money, like if I would have had like $2,000 or $3,000 back then, I know I would have been all in. And God, could you imagine?
Yeah, I mean,
fuck, be killing it right now. But that's all right. That's all right.
I think that's where our NPCs and Ducos and Cooks come in, dude, because those are the low cap ones that's gonna make us what we're gonna be, right? Before we were just, buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, or whatever.
Uniswap.
Like, we didn't know. Yeah, it took us a little while to figure out, like, all right, how do we get these that aren't listed on the centralized exchanges? And I think that is key, man. That is key. Like, you could literally hold fucking, Obama Sonic Inu 10 or whatever the hell. You can hold pretty much almost anything. Like, this isn't financial advice, but seriously, like, when this altcoin season takes off, you could almost hold like anything, and you're gonna make some money on it. And the low caps is the way to go. You want to be positioned for that.
Now let me get back to this thing we talked about last week. I know you want to look at Cook, and you wanted to look at Cook and
Dog
to the moon.
Yeah, GMB wants to look at Dot real quick. That's gonna hurt because I just sold all my Dot.
You sold it. You exited.
I exited, man.
So GMB, I'm just gonna let you know now. Wes sold. Dot's gonna moonshot. You're good. GMB,
you're good. We ain't even gotta look at it, man.
He just capitulated. You're golden, bro. This thing's gonna
golden, man. Golden, guys. If you're taking part in the giveaway, make sure you say what's up in the comments, in the live comments. We're giving away a bunch of stuff. Just a little friendly reminder. If not, I mean, GM's just gonna get all of them. So,
we're okay with that.
I'm okay with that, man.
GMB is active in the chat. That's what happens. You get active in the chat. We're doing the giveaway. That's what you get.
Yeah, I know I have Dot on here somewhere.
Little backstory while he's looking up Dot GMB. Polkadot was one of my first big purchases. I think I saved up for months. I saved up to get like $500, and I had to wire money from my bank to Kraken, and because Kraken was the only place I could buy Polkadot, and I actually went to the bank and sat down with the bank teller and paid him $35 to freaking send a wire transfer like I'm in the 1920s. I had to send a wire transfer to Kraken, buy my Polkadot, and then I staked it on there. And then, of course, you had all this trash with Gensler. Oh, staking, you can't do staking. And then Kraken, was starting to get scared about the staking thing. I staked for a year and made good interest. It was like 12% interest. And I held, and once I saw Gav of York step down from Polkadot, I said, well, I'm going to sell. And it wasn't just that. It was the fact that I didn't know how to use Polkadot. I tried to get on it and actually use the blockchain. I struggled big time even trying to figure out how to do it. That pissed me off. And then I saw Gav step down. If you don't know, Gav is the co-founder of Ethereum along with Vitalik. Gav is the one who had more experience than Vitalik. So when I saw Gav step down from Polkadot as CEO, that was my first red flag. My second red flag was them coming after staking. So, and then my third was the price action wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. And I think Polkadot is a typical example of one of those coins that you just get into early. People aren't ready for that shit yet. It's like Polkadot's vision is for the next 10, 15 years. And I didn't want to hold it that long before I got a return. So I capitulated, sold mine. I made my interest at my 12% for the year. So I didn't go backwards. I did okay with it. I didn't make big money or anything, but I got out of it. And I still, to this day, I still think Polkadot has got a huge future. Like, I'm not bearish on it. I put my money elsewhere because I think there's faster horses in the race. And I think that's kind of what Wes did. But I think looking at that chart, that may have been a mistake, Wes.
I was just thinking the same thing. We got that
sold, bro.
Yeah, we got that sell signal. I mean,
Just
we got
buy
a
it back.
strong buy right here, and it
Yeah.
just didn't happen. Right?
I hope that doesn't happen, bro. I hope you didn't get bored out of this thing and then sell too early.
It will. I mean, but we know that these things are gonna pump, right? We know they are. Dot is still a good project. I think it still has a bunch of backers, and it's one that I just decided I would feel more comfortable holding something else than Dot, and it was probably a mistake. It's probably a mistake.
Just on the timing factor, it may have been a mistake.
It was a mistake. I mean, but it is what it is, man. And I got to deal with that, and it's all good, But GMB, you hold Dot, and I'll just kind of live that moment through you, man. If it pumps, we'll celebrate together, man. But yeah, it does look like it's gonna pump, dude. Momentum is still pushing to the upside. It flipped bullish on the MACD back here after touching that first take profit. So I could definitely see a buy signal coming in soon, and you can just flip it to where that first take profit is about 735.
I think the tech of Polkadot and the parachain technology of how it works with the parachains, where there's blockchains that work with other blockchains and so on. It's so advanced of a concept, right? It's just like, wait a minute, what are you trying to do? Like the parachain auctions and shit. It was a very good idea. I just think, like I said, I think the timing of it was just, they came out way too early because people don't even understand what the hell Bitcoin or Ethereum is yet. Like the masses don't understand what a parachain is or an auction for a parachain slot. I mean, my head didn't understand it, and I was studying it every freaking day for a couple of years, and I'm like, what the hell is this? But when I couldn't figure out how to actually use Polkadot, I said I'm out. Like that was like my final straw. But I do think price action on Polkadot long term, I think it would be a 10-year hold, 8 to 10-year hold of massive
dude,
day.
I like Polkadot right here, man.
I love it, dude. We love.
I like
logo.
it as far as trading. I think it looks great, man. I always look at the second pump, man. If there's an altcoin out there, because remember, Bitcoin did this. It got that first all-time high, came down,
Mhm.
and then it went past that first all-time high and made a new all-time high. If
Yep.
you're looking at a token that didn't go past that previous all-time high right here, chances are, man, it doesn't have enough steam in the tank to really do as much as some of the other ones. So I do like Polkadot because of that, and it's still early. It came out in 2020, and I mean it's printing a buy signal here with targets up to 17 to 25.
It's at what, $5 still? It's been at $5 since like I was born. It feels like
Where's
it's
it
been
at?
for around
I mean,
five
dude, the
bucks forever,
all-time
dude.
high was what, 50? Yeah, 55
Good
on it. So
God.
this would be a
I
massive.
know that was one of the ones that when everything was going ballistic, when we looked at our portfolios, I looked at my phone that said, "Oh, you got 30 grand in your thing." I said, "Well, shit, I'm gonna be rich," and I watched that 30 grand go down to six
All the
grand
way
real quick.
down.
And then the 6 grand, I said, "Nah, I'm coping. I'm chilling. It's going back up. Shit, I'm straight, right? I'm
Yeah.
straight." That 6 grand turned into 4 real quick, and then down into 3. So, do not make that mistake, y'all. Just because me and Wes been in for a cycle or two doesn't mean we're geniuses. We dropped the ball too on the last
Oh, for
bull
sure,
run
man.
there.
For
We
sure.
did not sell the top, and we didn't sell anywhere close. We held all the way from the top. We round
To the
tripped.
bottom, dude. Round trip. But you know what? They say that like you have to be at least in the full cycle to really make it
To
and
feel it.
understand it. Yeah, like so I'm cool with that, man. We did our time, man. We've been in the trenches. I'm not leaving the trenches, dude. I think, this is where I belong. So
But
whatever,
yeah,
dude.
right. To answer your question, GMB, Polkadot looks great because you've already been through that
Yeah,
entire sideways accumulation. Why in the hell Wes sold recently? I don't know.
I can't remember.
I think it's just one of them things he's trying to help you out, right? He sold to help you
Right.
out to get the pump. That's
Right.
what I think happened there.
Yep.
But let me ask you this: Did you put it into it? You didn't buy XRP with
No.
it. What'd you do? You bought some ETH? Did you
I
open
th-
some longs?
I
What'd you
think I
do with
just
it?
put it into Ethereum, but I put some in the scale because we like scale. They're doing a lot of cool stuff here,
Not
uh,
bad, dude.
especially
Not
with the
bad.
chief over there. So I got some in the scale. I put some into Ethereum, and then what else did I get, dude? I can't remember, bro. I can't remember.
Good point on Link too.
Chainlink.
It says don't hold Link, but I'm interested. I mean, Chainlink is kind of the one that foreruns the bull run. When Links takes off, because that's when the noobs coming in figure out what Chainlink actually does and how all the Oracle. All the other oracles aren't even close as far as price feeds go. Chainlink is daddy when it comes to the oracles of the entire blockchains. So what an oracle does, it just tells you what the different prices are for every coin. And Chainlink is by far the dominant alpha male in the room. There is no other oracle other than Chainlink. So
Yeah, we like Chainlink.
is it the most exciting price action? Not really, but it was one of the first tokens I ever bought, and it's kind of like one of those pinnacles you'll see when the bull run comes in. Link will go ape shit because the minute people do research when they come into crypto,
Utility,
they're gonna
man.
go, "Oh my god, look!" The first thing for me was Ethereum. ERC20 token. I was like, "Wait a minute, you need Ethereum to do anything in crypto, pretty much." So
Right.
I was like, Ethereum is the only one. And I think a lot of people do that with Chainlink when they realize how powerful Chainlink is. You'll see Chainlink start to rip ass up. And when that happens, that's when retail and some of the Wall Street guys have done some homework. And that's when it's like that FOMO of the bull market. So you will see Chainlink take off. It's a good one to trade in the beginning of the bull. I do think there's faster horses if you're trying to make bigger gains. But I
This is a
think
long-term hold, man. I like
Chainlink's a long-term hold. Dot's
like
a long-term hold. ETH is a long-term hold. Bitcoin, obviously. Um, but yeah, dude, I still hoping on Pepe, man. I want Pepe to freaking moon. I want Wojak to moon.
yeah.
Arbitrum, I think, will moon out of all the other ones.
Arbitrum's starting to get their shit together, man. I think that yeah, Arbitrum's going to be it's going to be a great hold, man.
Well, I think the important thing at Arbitrum is the boring shit that no one wants to talk about is the actual governance of layer twos. You got the
Yes.
best layer two in the game, right?
They just
And
need
if
to
you
do
hold
something.
Arbitrum, you have the voting power and the control in the future of Ethereum on layer twos. So Arbitrum, who cares about the price action of it? To be honest with you, the freedom of layer 2s lies in the Arbitrum holders, the people that hold the token. And I sound like a hypocrite because I had to sell my shit. But
no, not at all. I mean,
I'm
there's been a
buying my
lot of
shit back.
controversy, dude. There's been a lot of controversy with Arbitrum, the token unlocks, and how much money is going to who and all that. And then like certain money going to different game developments. There's been a lot of controversy on it, but there was something that came out recently that kind of turned everybody back onto the Arbitrum token itself. Has nothing to do with the Arbitrum ecosystem, dude. I use Arbitrum more than anything. DeFi,
Yeah.
I'm on
Yeah.
Arbitrum, and I know you're the same,
Yep.
Siri.
Oh,
But as
yeah.
far as the token, I think there is something that just got put in place that's going to make the price a little more valuable.
Let me share this real quick.
Go ahead, man.
Are you pulling up link?
It's already up, dude. It's
Okay,
already
you
up.
got link up there right now. All right, I just wanted to show and leave link up for 1 sec. I want to hop over here and just show you OCD real quick. So I know we were talking about this one last time. Look at this. Look at this. You're getting that.
Oh my
remember the
God,
fallen
dude.
wedge we were looking at?
Yeah.
So OCD is at 0.001. On-chain dynamics, it's like a sniper bot that Crypto Zombie was shilling a while ago, but you could see you had just this sideways, and then you had this drop. But again, what we were talking about, when you see these drops, and they're not like a crash all the way down, but you see this slant action going down.
Mm-hmm.
Those are controlled buys, in my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know, but every time I see this, I see whales just going, let me scoop a little, let me scoop a little, let me scoop a little. And they're trying not to push the price up because they want to accumulate more. I don't know what the project's doing. All I know is you got volume declining. You got a falling wedgie starting to form here, and you got a little bit of tip of a green candle. You're out lower than when you started. So at this point, if you haven't bought in this, Wes, if you were interested in the token, I think this is a good good entry into this token. If you're still interested in it, I think this is a good entry.
Yeah.
I don't know how much longer it stays down here. I mean, does it go to zero? It's possible. Could it go negative? Maybe. Could you owe money on it? I mean, you're not going to go much lower.
Yeah.
But you got no more lower to go. Hopefully, it's not a dead project. But I've seen Zombie call shit in the past, and what he does is he'll make another video 6 months later, and he'll go, "Remember, guys, I told you about this token." Right? And he'll be like, I told you 6 months ago when it was under a penny and then it shot up to 6 cents or 7 cents. Like Zombie does these swing trades. So I'm looking for this as a swing trade, bro. I'm looking for this as a 6 month hold.
Yeah.
Possibly, till November, December, whatever. But he's been right on a lot of his calls. So
Yeah.
I'm not shaken out by this at all. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, shit, I might buy some more down here myself. And if we grind sideways until October, November, December, we could see that happen. You could see, this action here. You could see this before you, moonshot.
For sure.
So I would just want to bring that back to your attention because it's, I know when I first got into crypto, I was always saying, man, I wish I got into shit earlier. Why don't I find shit early enough? Why can't I find channels that tell me shit early enough? I'm buying stuff too late. Well, you don't have that excuse with us because we're showing you guys stuff. And that was Zombie's show to me. I watched, but now I'm showing you guys on our show, but I'm giving him his credit. That's where I saw it.
Yeah.
And also, if it goes to zero, it's his fault and not mine.
That's funny.
You want to pull up?
Yeah, we like Zombie, man. Zombie's cool as hell, man. Zombie's cool. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, just targets on Chainlink real quick. So they're all looking like this, man. Every single one of them. They've all flipped. MACD's flipped, right? That's one that's like confirmed. Chainlink always leads. You know what I mean? Like when you see Chainlink doing good, I feel like the rest of the crypto market is kind of, getting ready for a massive move. But yeah, we've seen the same thing. We got our sell signal. We hit our take profits. Now we're making, higher lows on the shorter time frames. And yeah, so I'm looking for a buy signal to come in. And then these will flip into target 16 first target and then 18 second target to take profit. on a trade. Dude, PayPay. We were talking about PayPay. Hold on.
So you're at $12, or are you at $16 chain link, and you're looking for it to go to 18?
Yeah. So you might as well say 17 and then 19. Like $17 being first take profit. But I like to go a little under, right? Because that's what everybody's looking at. So I go a little under. So yeah, like 16.8. And then hell, where are we at right now, dude? Yeah, 14. Yeah, probably like mid 16 and then mid 18 for take profits. Then our next big area is up here at that order block, $20.
Dude, DMT is a freaking $77 right now, dude. Oh man.
Let me look at Cook, dude.
Yeah, pull up.
Let's look at Cook, man, because I
Right.
think this is one like your NPC, in my opinion. This is one that Shred put us on, is Cook, and as you can see, we were talking about Cook. Oh, let's see, when did we first talk about it? I think it was, yeah, back here, and then it went to a couple million market cap and then dropped right back down. That's when we were talking about it again, and now it just had another massive move up in the last couple of days since that bottom, dude. It's up 614%. So a 6x if you were to capture it right here. That is a massive run, dude. Because when we were looking at it, dude, it was like $400,000 Siri. It's at 1.6 million right now. And I think that with a meme like "Let Them Cook," we see it all over. You know what I mean? There's so many ideas that you can have with Cook. Team is base, dude. We know the team is good. Shred, he's a freaking G, so we like Shred, and he's been making some killer calls. I think Let Him Cook could be a great play, man. If anybody's looking for a low cap gem, 1.6 million, dude.
That's nice. That's nice million. To see.
Yeah. I wish I would have caught this, dude. Wish I would have caught this. But this will be like just a speck on the freaking charts in the next year. You know what I mean? I think Let Him Cook could be a great opportunity. That's on Solana, so check it out. Check it out. Anything else you want to talk about, Siri?
Yeah, let me bring this up real quick. Just check in on Camelot real quick with the liquidity pools for y'all, right quick. So you saw I already cleared my rewards last time, and we still have some new pending rewards now. So now DMT is falling. I get it, y'all. I know it's down right now. I get that. But this is another example why I say, instead of trying to time the market and trade and shit, I don't care, dude. I'm still earning my fees. You know, I'm gonna harvest this, you know, put that in my wallet. So I've earned $1.35 in DMT and $2.41 in USDC. You know, it's not life-changing wealth. I'm not going out and buying a freaking benzo or nothing like that. But it cost me 2 cents to harvest this. I'm harvesting it right now. It cost 1 penny to harvest on Arbitrum. So I'm gonna put that in my wallet. And I'm going to jump over to, you see that $4 just disappeared. It went to 69 cents. 69, yeah. Nice. So we'll go over here to, they added another chain on Camelot, dude. Rary.
Oh, they put Rary on there.
Yeah, Rary's on here now.
Really?
I'm bullish as hell on Camelot, dude.
Oh, I like dude, Camelot. Love Camelot.
So I'm going to switch over to Senko chain real quick. And you just changing the network you're on, and you could see, I think it already put the rewards there. It's showing the rewards on this. So this number will go back up when DMT goes up. The amount will go back up. But, I mean, just for sitting there staking, the rewards gone to $1.43 over the last week or two. You know, I'm going to harvest that, put that in my wallet. It only costs a penny to harvest, so
yeah.
What the hell? I'm going to put that in my wallet, clear it out so that next week when you guys see us again on Monday, you can see what else it's earning. And, yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not going to be life-changing wealth. But the thing is, when DMT goes back up to 100, 200 bucks, I'll pull it out of the pool and I'll sell my DMT at that point. And I've earned some interest while the market's going sideways and doing nothing else. Why not?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's another that was just another cool thing I wanted to check on. And at some point, we will get back on Sanko. But I know we're running short on time now for the stream. But
Yeah,
that
we're
would be
about to
something
jump
cool.
off. I wanted to try to look at dog. I need to see if I can find
Dog
it
to the
somewhere,
moon.
but
That was the other one.
yeah, but I can't find it anywhere. So I'm gonna get that information. We'll take a look at it next time. I still think that dog is gonna be a good hold, man, long-term hold. Leonidas is just an absolute freaking legend, man. So I like dog long-term if you're into Bitcoin. A lot of stuff happening on Bitcoin too, man. A lot of stuff. But yeah, that's it for me, man.
Well, let me load the outro video here for you lovely people. We got 30 people tuning in.
Dude.
Shout out to y'all for tuning in, lurking in the chat. All you got to do
Thank
is
you, guys.
comment in the chat, and
Thank
you
you,
guys
guys.
enter a chance. GMB's going to take all your NFTs.
Yeah,
He's going to
dude,
take them all.
he
He's
really
on the
is,
chat.
man. We still have a lot to give away, man. All you have to do is just say what's up, say GM, anything in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to us, dude. The easiest giveaway that you can have.
It really is. All you got to do is comment in there. You say, whatever crap coin you're holding.
Yeah.
Are we rolling the outro? You can't roll the outro without us on the screen. You got to be like that.
Yeah.
Wait, you're on my side now. I don't know how to flip that shit around.
I do. Oh,
yeah,
what I do?
I have to do the reverse.
No, I don't know how to flip it while we're going.
We can't do the outro yet. You got to.
No,
flip it.
we're good, dude. We're good, man. I don't know how to do it.
Let's roll it like this then.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll roll it like this. We'll roll it like this.
Oh, you're funny, man. You're funny.
No, but seriously, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you tune in every week because we drop alpha. We show you guys how to do stuff. And if you got some comments, let us know, man.
Yeah, we'll take a look at whatever you want, man. Whatever you want, we'll take a look at it. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe. Much love. And until next time, peace out. All right, see you.